Hi everyone, my name's Z Razak with Ishtiaq and Liz from head office, and we're here at AccountEx, and this is going to be an amazing show. We've had a great time already. We've got loads of people visiting the stand, and we're promoting the Certax franchise and also understanding what is happening in the accountancy tax world, which is a huge show today. And this is I call it the Oscars for accountants, and everyone's like, are you serious? Yes, I am. Ishtiaq, how are you finding it today?
Wow, amazing, bringing all these brains in accounting industry and seeing the trends. Look, with Certax accounting is a smart, tested, we all done it, we made the success out of that, and we would like to share that success with our or other fellow accountants or potential franchisees. So what we give is the smart, tested model which take you to the level you want to run your own practice. For me, as it's one accountant man band or the team of accountants, I didn't have enough time in my life doing work as well as learning. What I get from Certax is twice a year seminar, CPD is done, also the helpline. And
Absolutely.
The people like you I meet, and we take our accounting practice to the next level. Thank you.
And Ishtiaq's made some great thoughts. Systemization, network, these are important measures. Liz is the other people makes us all look good. Liz from head office, how do you help people? And we know, tell the audience.
I'm effectively your best friend, so you can phone me all the time, email me, and I'll find someone to find a solution to your problem, basically. Phone me anytime, I'll listen to you, I'll find a solution.
And
I'll contact these guys, yeah.
So Liz is spot on there. I know I bug her loads of times, to be honest, and she's a friendly face, friendly voice that you need, especially when you're running a new business or you're trying to establish. And once you establish, trying to then take it to the next level, as Ishtiaq mentioned. This is the difference maker. This is why we're here to AccountEx, and you're going to have more content through the day. So please do like and comment and about what you're seeing as in positives on the show that we got going.
And do the discovery day with Liz.
Yeah, ring me.
No selling. And we've got our friends from TaxCalc. Me and Ishtiaq are here, and we're going to be asking some questions from Andy and Dean, because they're going to show us how they're making value to us accountancy business owners for our end clients. Andy,
yes.
Tell us the magic that you're doing.
The magic we're doing, we're investing in developing the very best compliance tools and practice management tools for accounting firms for the last 20 years, basically.
Wow.
So we're really relishing the opportunity to work with Certax, because you guys have got some really interesting, the way you look after your members and you give them the information. We think that's there's a lot of symbiosis there.
And it helps to having you guys as one of the best in class software, especially for, I know people will find what is he talking about, but year-end software. These guys help us with our tax returns. They provide, I think, is it 25% of the marketplace is done for you guys, which is amazing in the UK. And there's probably, 10,000 practices, if not more?
About 10,000 firms, yeah.
So that's 2,500 these guys do. So they are market leader, and we are humbled and fortunate to deal with them. You're also going to be at the seminar, aren't you?
We're going to be at your seminar.
Yes,
we're going to be at your seminar on the 25th, coming up to showcase particularly the accounts production tools that we offer.
Perfect. That and the practice management software, Ishtiaq, is going to be a bit of a driver for us, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I must admit, we came across so many software in the past, but what we get with TaxCalc is the humble team. They listen to us, we have a knowledge among our members, we feed them back, and they react to that, and they're always positive to talk to. So they're still hungry to thrive and bring more and more modules. With us, they come and offer us new modules. We, as Certax franchisor, test them and approve them for our franchisees. Franchisees takes it on and get a great efficiency out of combining all these modules from TaxCalc. I'm really, really glad and grateful for them to come here and give us this time to talk about this. Thank you.
Thanks, Ishtiaq. They're strategic partners, and we're going to get Dean, because before he gives me the knockout blow, and everyone following LinkedIn, they'll know what I'm talking about. Dean, an amazing amount of insight, because you've also run a practice, so you know from the other side, and combining it with the TaxCalc knowledge, because they're a difference maker, right, Dean?
Yeah, I mean, I ran a practice for 10 years. I use tax calc in my own practice, but the product's really come on since then. There are a lot more modules in the suite now, and it's great to work with the Certax guys, getting their feedback on what we've got and making sure that we build the tools that help you in your practice, because at the end of the day, we're here to support you guys.
That's going to be a difference maker. And also, these guys do something called Tax Calc TV. I've been on there the odd time, but it's so much value for people running accounting, tax advisory, or the end customer. So make sure we'll put a link in below if Andy sends it over to me, to make sure that everyone can view their stuff, and there'll be a lot more coming from these guys, especially as technology becomes more and more important in the accounting tax industry going forward. Thank you so much for watching. We've got Freddie from Dex, which is one of our strategic partners here at Certax. I know from my accounting practice, it's been a difference maker. Freddie, what is the vision for Dex coming up? Give us some insight, some value for the audience.
That's a big question, Z.
Number one thing.
Here to support as many of our accounting firms as possible through automating as much of the repetitive work. We know how much time you all spend on manual repetitive tasks, and fundamentally that's our number one mission, always has been and always will be, helping you save time.
The time is so important these days, and what Freddie has been really humble in his way of saying, it's saved us at least 30% of our time, and Freddie's been trying to help fellow Certax franchisees with our special strategic relationship to make a difference. Ishtiaq, give us a bit of an insight how it's changed your practice.
Wow, we took over the idea of Dex last year, and I had a meeting with my own team, and you know, like everything else, nobody likes to change, but I was keep pushing, keep insisting, looking at my other fellow franchisees, how they benefited from Dex, and we took that on. And I had a meeting last month with my team. You know, they said it's a game changer. So if you use the Dex in the right way, and we at Certax partner with Dex to increase the efficiency for all our offices. So if you take up Dex in the right way, it will change the game. Amount of time you spend with the client to add the value to give the advice rather than keep doing the book. So we're very grateful for Andy to come over here today and speak to us about this.
Just to add on to that point, we know change management is really hard. That's the most challenging thing about implementing anything, but a new piece of software, the easy part is purchasing the software, the hardest part is spending the time with your teams to implement it, and we've acknowledged that, and we're very well aware of it. We've got a customer success team that when you purchase any one of our products, will spend as much time as you need making sure it's right for you and the business. And over time, it's repeat behaviours. Behaviours take a long time to learn, and that's what we're there to support with.
Just to add to what Freddie and Ishtiaq are saying, it's all about having the right strategic objectives, understanding what you want to get out of it, and then utilising Dex and the team to make it happen. That's how we've done it, and that's how we're helping other franchisees with automation. And the key big thing is spending time with your client, less time on processing. This is what this technology helps us to do. And so we're very thankful. And obviously Freddie, quite a tall chap, he's so friendly, so he's the BFG, so don't worry about it. And we love this. I know Ed, who's going to probably be watching this, we did try to call you, but we're definitely going to do a catch up later. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
We're at the Certax stand, defranchised to be at, and we've got another guest here, Shane, and also another director called Cengiz, and we're going to have a little bit of a chat with everybody on this. Shane, tell us the experience with Certax so far. Make sure it's positive.
So I've known Certax for a good number of years now. We spoke, I can't remember when, I think it was pre-COVID. And I really like the team here at Certax, and particularly the culture that they have. I've come across many franchise businesses, and well, at the risk of not slagging anybody off, I find them too restrictive. I don't find that their culture is very good, and most of the people that are in their franchise I find are very much resentful of the fact that they're in there. I don't find that with any of the Certax guys, so I'm a huge advocate of Certax.
That's great. And Shane, give 3 things, because Shane helps us when we're investing in knowledge to change mindset, because you've got to change mindset in order to be successful as an entrepreneur, because that's what you are when you run an accounting practice. Shane, give us the top 3 things that a mindset change is required.
Yeah, from a mindset point of view, it's easy to fall into the trap of, you've set up your business, but then you fall into the same trap of doing the same thing every single day. And so the mindset has to be, you've got to continually stretch yourself, think big. Think bigger than you did last year by several times, not just one little step, but several times bigger. Because when you think differently, you think bigger, you've got to think differently, should I say. So that would be one on the mindset. The other one is make sure you're adopting the business owner mentality rather than business operator. The business operator sees their business as it's a day job. Turn up at 9, they'll do the job, they'll go home. The business operator is continually seeking to make themselves redundant from that business. Putting the systems in place, making sure you've got a great team around you, and making sure that everything works like clockwork to incredibly high standards without you. The third one is value yourself. Make sure that you're not undervaluing your services. It's so easy to fall into the trap of trying to be competitive with your pricing and saying, well, in this area, this is the going rate. But actually, people buy people now, and as long as you're differentiating yourself sufficiently, you're letting your personality shine through, then actually that allows you to price very differently, because they're not buying that commodity, they're buying the value that you can deliver.
I love that, and that last one is huge, hence why I've niched. I know Cengiz here has also had some success with being a director and utilising services. Ishtiak's used them, I've used them, because you have to invest in knowledge to change mindset. Shane's giving you the top 3 points why you need to, and engaging someone that can help, who understands the accountancy industry, is a huge difference maker. And I hope you guys are getting value. We've all got links. Please, Cengiz, make a point.
I make a simple point. I started to use AVN, and within 3 months, 100 clients, price increased by 40%. I achieved that using AVN tools.
Amazing. That is huge, and that's increased to his bottom line. Also, that helps keep staff as well, which we keep on forgetting. If you don't retain your staff, you're going to have problems. Huge value. Thank you guys. Thanks for sharing, and I hope you're enjoying this. We've got another person here today from Dex, who's the main man, to be honest. He's just recently started this role 6 months ago, and he's trying to build huge relationships. Not trying, is building huge relationships, and we're happy to be part of that journey, and he's a strategic partner. So Ed, thank you for coming on to our things.
No, great to be here. Very excited. This is my first AccountEx, so I'm new to the industry. It is amazing, but really impressed so far. Loads of opportunity to speak to customers, partners, understand what they really want, what they need, and so working with yourself, making sure we have great partnerships. I think it's a one way to help Dex really get out there and make sure customers and partners are getting the best from our solutions. So very excited.
I'm a huge fan, as I said. We've had it about 6-7 years, and we were mentioning on another video with Freddie, who reports into Ed. And what we're trying to do is build that strategic relationship and make the difference to our clients and other accountancy franchises within Certax. And Ed is going to be a huge friend of ours on this, and we're going to be actively involved. Ishtiak's already mentioned how much value he's had from this, and we're going to also, and Liz is off air right now, but Liz is going to be our key point of call to help develop. Say hi, Liz. And as you can see, this is still running in AccountEx, and Ed is love this, because how can you say, anyone can say accountants are boring after this? Yeah,
I never said that though. Just
I know Ed didn't say this. Ed didn't say this, but people on LinkedIn think. Obviously, they don't think who follow me. But anyway, we're difference makers because we want that journey. That's the difference, isn't it, Ishtiak? It's the journey, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. At Certax, we offer the smart and tested model, and people and the team like Ed to make that happen. So we are very excited to work further and further deep into professional relationship with DAX. And last year we implemented DAX in our practice, and I would simply say it changed the game.
Wow, loads of efficiencies. Ed, we're going to have a lot of chat in the coming up. Thank you for coming down and seeing us. Really appreciate it. That's AccountEx. You should be here. AccountEx. And I know you've been loving all the people we're meeting. Today now we've got Joe, who's sales director at Zero. We're very fortunate to spend a few minutes with us to obviously promote our strategic relationship. Joe, how are you finding the journey with Zero? Because you just started recently.
Yes, so I've been in this role now for a year and absolutely loving it. Wow. But what I love the most is getting out and about and actually meeting yourselves. And what an amazing environment it is at AccountEx. It's absolutely buzzing here.
Do you know what? Last year was quite a big one for us because it'd been 2 years it hadn't happened, or 2 or 3 years, and this year, still good. It's probably not as much football, but we met so many great people like yourself and others, and it reinforces the strategic relationship. So we've met obviously Ian, who's not here today, and obviously the lovely Joe's going to be making a lot of good value, and I think you did a little one earlier, didn't you?
A keynote on the 5 hurdles for accountants and bookkeepers at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
what
really
are the
good.
5 big hurdles, quickly?
So regulatory change, so no surprises there. We've also got demonstrating value, which people are really struggling to do. And then you've got digital agility, which is another one, like moving through that digital transformation journey. And then well-being and mindset as well, which is just so important. And then at last, skill shortage, which we just hear it time and time again, is like recruitment, retention, and the challenges people are facing. And one of the things is like sadly, there can be a negative external perception of accountants, and it's just like, that's so not true. Like, accountants are the most innovative people, and they care deeply also about their clients, and that's so true with you guys today. So we're thrilled to have the strategic partnership with you guys.
And do you know what? Joe put that in a nutshell, because it is a difference maker. And I keep on telling people, accountant tax advisors, your best friends, and they're not boring people, especially we aren't. And as Joe's mentioned, that is in a nutshell what it's all about. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for sharing a few minutes, and we look forward to meeting you more in the future.
Absolutely.